they made me a monster. And if you wanna feature on your record, it'll cost ya. Seen so many men turn imposters and go and sell they soul for some money and some sponsors. And the youth feel entitled. Got the whole world and it's feeling suicidal. We all on the brink, but we need to stop and think. And we need to learn to swim, not to train how to sink. And I'm feeling out of sync, and I haven't been myself. And I'm feeling pretty down, but I never asked for help. Yeah, and I need to stay motivated. And my goals stay concentrated. I will overcome the world.
Right. Ooh, that was a quick fade out. I didn't mean to fade it out that quick, but I did. Surprise. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Bottom Ropes. I am Ryan the Wookie, here joined, as always, for The Bottom Rope with one Mr. Christopher Raptor.
You never turned your cam back on for my audience.
Oh, for your audience? I'm sorry. I'll turn my cam back on for your audience. Well, for whatever reason, like, Sophie, like, I need to get dressed. And it's like, for what? Where did your clothes go? I just gave you clothes. Where are your clothes? Why do you no longer have clothes? So that's a thing that just happened. That's a thing when you got kids, you understand. You know, all of a sudden, like 1 minute, you're like, okay, you're fully clothed. You got socks, shoes, drawers, pants, shirt. We're good to go. Let's go.
Well, that's just for us because we're guys.
Well, right, and then you turn around. Well, I mean, that's kind of what my daughter wears most of the time. But then all of a sudden you turn around and it's like, oh shit, why are you naked again? How the fuck did you get naked? Like, that's not even, like, you didn't even have enough time to get naked. It's just like their clothes just fell off. Like they're all tearaways.
Yeah, it's like it just melts and falls apart.
It just, I'm ready to go, champ. I'm ready to go, coach. Put me in.
Put me in. Tag me in.
Ready to go. But quick hello to everybody in the chat. Love the background. Thank you, Luke. Let's see. We got Daniel, Luke, Bill, Tyler. I see Adam in the chat. Thank you. It didn't take me a while to make. This is the first of many backgrounds to come. I whipped this together extraordinarily quick because I don't know. Chris wanted it.
Wait, way to throw that on me like that.
It is your fault. You're like, I want it. Did you get a background ready? And I'm like,
hey,
no.
If I recall, it was your idea. So
it probably was. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was probably my idea. I was gonna do a show over on Spreaker today. And then I'm like, all right. And then all of a sudden my wife's like, well, I really want, and of course it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And my wife's like, oh, I wanted to rearrange my room. It's like, what? That's an all-day project. That takes me a while. I can't just rearrange, and she's pregnant. She can't move shit around. It's not like she can help me. And I'm just like, fucking A.
So it's more like she wanted you to rearrange the room.
Right. You got it. You're on the right path now. The best ones are when you just put on a new diaper on them and then they turn around and not 10 seconds later they're standing there holding it as you go. The fuck? Yeah. I have been there too. Am I on Instagram? Bill, yes, I am on Instagram. It's a good question as to what my Instagram name is. Instagram. Hey, look at that. Instagram.
You don't remember your own Instagram?
Yeah,
name?
I am _ the Wookie is my Instagram. It's probably floating.
Like, took you a second to remember?
It did take me a second to remember. Well, like, I post stuff to Instagram, but I'm never like, once you log in once and you're done.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Don't say no to a woman fueled by pregnancy hormones. Her ass will go Godzilla on you real fucking quick and wreck you like Tokyo. Ain't that the fucking truth? Ain't that the truth? Dude, I was so frustrated today. I don't know. I was just like, all done with you today, room. Because, like, the room we're in right now, she wants to rearrange it so she can fit the baby in it, but she doesn't want to get rid of anything that's in there. So it's like, well, you have to. Like, that's
yeah.
just like,
I was about to say your background looks different from last time.
Mine probably does because I am also rearranging this room because now my son wants his own room. So I'm going to kind of incorporate him into here, which is going to be interesting. So him and I will kind of share a room. I'm looking to hang up a lot of my my wrestling autographs that I got, from the crates and whatnot behind me. So I just got.
I was gonna say, you said you and your son are gonna kind of share a room. It's like you and your wife sleep in the same bed. I'm assuming.
We do, but my studio is its own
cool.
room.
So that'd be a little awkward if you didn't.
The studio I use is its own room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like with my setup, it's in the corner of the bedroom, so that's why you can hear the girlfriend talking in the background because she's talking to her friend.
Right. Well, and like forever and ever and ever, I've had this room, but now he's like, I don't want this one anymore.
Seriously?
Yeah,
So just like that, he's like, I don't like this room anymore.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Go to your page and get it. Bill, who am I following? Can't just be like, follow me on Instagram. I mean, why? I don't. I guess.
You be following me already, Wookie. That's the problem here.
What is yours the same?
What?
The same
as
Instagram? Yeah.
Yeah, I use Chris Radzer for just about everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even see. I see a Bill Nelson. Hold on, I'll find you on Instagram, Chris. Chris Rap Tour. Chris Rap Tour. Chris Raptor 2147.
Oh,
no,
it's Chris Raptor. This
Chris.
guy, yeah, he's having some issues tonight, guys.
RAPTER.
OR.
O.
Hey, these were on the ground.
R. What are they? Oh, my Bluetooth. Yeah, the only one that pops up is Raptor 2147. Chris Nelson. Is that you?
Oh, here, hold on.
Oh my God, this is far too crazy. Right in the middle of a podcast. Let's follow everybody.
Everybody.
Let's go on a following spree. Oh yeah, there you are. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah,
now I followed you.
Yeah,
Aren't we Facebook buddies?
No, I don't think so.
We're not Facebook friends. Well, you know what that means. We're not real friends then.
That's your fault.
Well, we'll get on that after.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you don't wanna tell everybody what your what your personal Facebook is.
I think they probably most of them already know at this point. It's not hard.
You can go to facebook.com/ChrisRaptor though. It's my like fan page.
There you go.
Go there.
Go follow Chris if you so desire. Hell, why not? While we're at it, go to the Patreon, guys. Patreon.
Shout everybody out tonight.
Fuck it, we're already there. Patreon.com/the Wookie. Go over there. Keep the ropes alive.
Patreon.com/ChrisRaptor. Just because I'm broke and I'm poor.
Yeah. There you go. Go get Chris. Oh, man. It's very quickly got to the point where the ropes is my favorite content of yours. It's because we talk about whatever. Is today a call-in? We can do a call-in if you want. Are you actually going to call in? Is somebody actually going to call in?
That'd be awesome.
We can do. I don't mind doing call-ins. I don't know where I'm going to fucking put the number. Here, I'm going to put it right over Chris. Because, as you can see, there's a big black screen back here. Chris forgot to, figure out how to use a webcam.
No, it's not my fault that it doesn't like to cooperate.
Oh,
right?
It's a webcam, dude. You plug it in and it works.
Not always.
Yeah, mine works that way.
I was on a deadline and he was rushing me, so
I was just whatever deadline. Oh,
you were rushing me.
Just
hey, at least on my screen here,
yeah,
I have my picture there.
I could put your picture there.
You want me to send it to you?
That means I gotta save your picture, and I'll just take it from your Twitter. What do you think? I'm no savage. Come on.
Are you sure about that?
Well, no. I wouldn't be too sure about that. If you really, really want your picture in there, I'm going to add an image. Image 2. Why not? Okay. Yeah, hon. Yeah. I don't have it.
I see Scott's promoting his own Facebook now.
What's Scott promoting now? His Facebook?
Yeah, his Facebook now. Wait, what is it? Range is a. Oh. Tell me how you really feel, Scott.
That didn't sound good.
That's why I stopped myself.
There you go. I kind of have your picture in there. This was set up for a webcam, but it's got your picture in it now. There we go. It's got your picture. There you go. Instagram.com instead of Wookie. Oh my God.
Instead of Wookie.
Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. I got my phone back. I already follow you on fucking Twitter and Facebook, dude. You and I are Facebook friends, sir.
Shows how much he pays attention.
And Jesus, I already follow you on fucking Twitter. Jeez Louise. I agree with Daniel. Follow me on the dark side. We have cookies with the Sith Lords. You know, it's funny because Daniel has nothing. Like, you know how him and I have a mod chat for all my mods. You know, Scott's in there. Luke's in there. Tuck's in there. Which I Tuck in the chat. Jesus in the chat. What's going on, guys? But like, wait, I have it in there.
There's a separate chat for mods.
Yeah, I do a little mod chat.
Oh, so it's something completely separate. Okay.
Yeah, it's just for my mods. I can add you if you want.
I was gonna say leaving me out of it.
I didn't think it would be like that big a deal, but there you go. I just added you to it.
I feel mean now. Wait, on Skype?
No, on Twitter.
Oh,
not on Skype. On Twitter. No. But what's going on, James? I saw James pop in there, dropping in to tell you that Hazel had the baby at 150, weighing 6 pounds. I'm going to guess that means 3 ounces. Hazel had her baby, honey. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but congratulations, James. And Hazel, obviously, for the new baby girl. They were having a girl, right? Yeah, baby girl.
Wow, congratulations. What's the name?
Congratulations. I don't remember what they were going to name. Was it Enya? Enya.
I don't remember the rest of it.
Call it Wookie.
No, there's no Wook. They will. Dude, the chat wants to name my kid Enzetta.
What?
Yeah, they want to name. They wanna name my kid Enzetta.
It just sounds weird.
That's what I said. Well, because Mama Wookie loves Enzo. You know, that Muppet that runs around and it goes, "My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide Muppet, and you can't teach that." Stop touching my nipples! God damn it!
You and the damn nipples, bro.
But anyway, yeah. So all that happens, and now they're like, name the kid Enzetta, it'll be huge. That's like, dude, that's not a name. You just made that up. Like, that's not a real name. You can't just go around naming your kids things like Birdie Joe. God damn it. Fucking Daniel Bryan.
I've heard worse names in my lifetime, so.
Like what? Like airplane pilot? Oh, James is still here. But yes, congrats, dude.
I think kind of one of the highlights when it comes to dumb names. Look at Kanye and Kim. They have North and what is it, West?
Yeah, they named their kid North.
How's Hazel doing?
Okay. Would you like to join us? I could slap a pair of headphones on you. There's a microphone here. Okay, well.
But I want to know. I will.
James. Amanda wants to know. How is Hazel doing? Is she okay? We'll wait.
We're gonna have to wait like a minute.
Yeah, we'll wait. What's with the twos? Type 2 to name the baby Enzetta or Tina Satilla. No. 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 No, no.
What about Sunshine? That sounds better, at least. At least than
Sunshine.
Enzetta.
Yeah.
That was on the list.
Sunshine was on the list? No. Name the kid Midwest? That's where we live. We live in the Midwest. We're not naming the child Midwest. Jesus, there's something wrong with people nowadays. Naming rights have yet to be determined. Largest donation gets naming rights. That's what I'm saying. I think the second middle name, yeah. The largest donation gets second middle name. I saw an article recently of modern baby names. Oh my god, that was one of the dumbest fucking lists ever. If you thought Northwest or Birdie Joe was dumb, they got nothing on this list. Name it Rainbow? Dude, you can't name your kid. Dude,
you could name her Rain.
no, because we don't so first off, Northwest.
All right,
Like,
hold on, let me get my soda.
okay, I guess Mama Wookie's coming on. I have to plug her mic. Hopefully it works. I'm using my Pops' fucking audio interface right now because my mixer took a dump. So I have this until Wednesday, bare minimum, but I don't know.
So what's going on with your mixer?
Yeah, it went basically.
You getting it worked, or is it literally just done?
Oh no, it's done.
How long did you have that thing for? 'Cause I know you spent a
about a
lot
year.
on it.
About a year and a half. It's just outside of warranty. That's how long.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. As soon as it runs out, as soon as that warranty runs out, that's when it breaks.
Can you hear everybody, honey?
God, that.
No.
You can hear him. Here's your microphone.
Wookie, you are echoey as hell, bro.
I'm echoey now?
Yeah, your voice is like bouncing off the walls. So it's not catching, it's not getting your audio.
How about that? How's that better?
Yeah, now
Okay.
you're back. It's
Yeah.
like you just gave your audio to her for a minute.
I probably was, because mine's a dynamic mic. And hers is, it's basically, it's the same as your Snowball.
Okay, I know the Snowball
condenser
sucks,
mic.
but it's not that bad.
No. The Snowball is a great mic if you're going to do, like, things where you get to edit. Like, for live, the problem is, the echo should go away. Scott, hopefully the echo goes away. I'm really hoping.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah. They're on, you forget that they're on the playback. Big black.
Okay, I know the Snowball
condenser mic.
sucks, but...
Okay. Hopefully, catch me outside. How about that? Hopefully everything goes well now. But the echo should stop. I cranked down her fucking levels. So.
Did you ever get your Skype phone to work yet?
No, I found the problem though.
What was it?
It's Skype. Skype does not like you using a phone or using the Skype phone while
you're on a call.
While you're on a call. Yep. Or I'm sorry, while you're streaming or like anything like that. Anything that's taking audio from it, like OBS or anything like that. It doesn't like to take a call during that time.
So how would you be able to do call-ins?
Hold on.
From your top
All right,
lifetime
who's
daughter,
throwing some dollars?
name her Skylar, please.
All right, $1 from Tucker, Skylar. I'm looking at, I gotta look at Mama Wookie because she has the final say.
Skylar just sounds more of like a boy's name.
I really kind of thought Skylar was a boy's name. No, honey?
No, it's definitely more towards a girl's name now. I mean, I think it started as a boy's name and it came to be one of those either or.
Oh,
girls are Skylar now than boys are though.
Oh.
And you call them
did
Sky.
not realize Wookie was gonna be on here. Hi, Mama Wookie.
Hi.
Yeah, she decided she needed to come in.
Put it in.
But yeah, basically the short and skinny is Skype doesn't like to accept phone calls.
Hi.
So how are you
Can you
going to
say
do
hi?
call-ins then? If that's not...
I
Say hi,
basically
everybody.
have to have my phone
Everybody.
plugged in to the interface.
So who was it that was bugging you about the call-ins? Because he hasn't called in. So.
I think that was Jesus.
So hey Zeus, you got to call in now, man. We're putting you on the spot.
He won't. In fact, I'm just gonna take the call-in number down so that they can see your raptor. Look at my raptor. Have you seen such a fine specimen before?
Scott. Do you want to tell him where you proposed to me?
Oh, shit. I proposed to you in my mother's basement.
Yes.
I did, yeah. See? You thought I was going to forget, didn't you?
A little bit.
Look at this lady. Going to be like, oh, she doesn't remember where you proposed.
So,
I remember where I proposed to you.
It sounds like Wookie lived in his mom's basement.
We lived in
We
his
lived
mom's
in my mother's basement for a while. Yeah, as her and I were kind of getting on our feet, like on our own. We were young, too. We weren't that old.
No. What, 18?
Name her
19?
Keemstar.
Name her Keemstar? Never. Never.
To be honest, I was expecting somebody to say something along those lines. The sad thing is, like, I don't judge a guest for living in the basement. I was just cracking a joke because I know how it is to be in that kind of predicament. Sadly, I've never lived in a basement.
We were real young.
I've actually never been in a basement because
What?
they don't have basements in Arizona.
You should buy Mama Wookie a cake. She likes cake.
I do like cake.
Who's gonna
Not
say
as much
no
as
to cake?
pie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I like
do like
ice
pie.
cream cake.
You do
Like
like
the
pie,
chocolate
too.
lava cakes are the best.
Oh, did you ever have one of those from like
Chili's.
what's going on,
Domino's?
Noah? From like
Yeah.
Chili's?
Chili's? No, I
They
had
got a
one.
Caramel one.
For my birthday, we went to Chili's. I know. Nobody. Everybody's like, you went to Chili's for your birthday. That's what you do when you get old. You go to fucking Chili's for your birthday.
That's what you do by us.
Yeah, and especially if you live in Wisconsin, you go to fucking Chili's for your birthday.
Oh, by the way, I figure we might as well mention it here just because I actually had somebody DM me and ask me.
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody, it was like 2 or 3 days ago at this point, that had asked, what happened to Joker?
Joker?
Yeah,
He
you
just
remember
kind of
Joker?
stopped showing up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Figure I would say something for the stream because I know that the guy who asked me, he had said he never catches the live stream, he always catches the archive. But he was asking him, he's like, "What happened to Joker? I haven't seen him in weeks." I don't know.
Yeah, Joker just kind of stopped showing up, dude. Like, I messaged him 3 or 4 times, like, "Hey, you want to come on? Hey, you want to come on?" And he like would never get back to me. So basically, I was like, all right, well, I guess he doesn't want to be a part of it. That was my thought. I mean, I could be wrong. But like, basically, Joker stopped getting back to me, so I just was like, well, guess it's me and Chris.
Well, I just figured I would
what that
so
says.
just because
It says,
because I know
DICAPRIO. DiCaprio? Fuck DiCaprio?
Nice. Thanks, Luke.
That's Mama Wookie's bae. That's
Leonardo
DiCaprio. That's
DiCaprio?
Mama
Oh.
Wookie's bae.
I could rant about that dude,
She
but I
falls
won't.
head over heels for Leo. Leonardo DiCaprio
Thank
and
you. Luke did not.
who else is
He
your
voiced his
number one dude?
opinions last
Who's your number
night.
2 dude? I guess I should say.
Me?
Yeah,
Um.
Leonardo DiCaprio and
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. You love you some Matthew
do.
McConaughey.
McConaughey is a good actor. I'll give you that one.
McConaughey is a terrible fucking actor. Are you
He's
kidding
bad.
me?
Not that bad.
You haven't seen
See?
his his non-romantic movies.
Hey, you ever drive a Lincoln? I drove a Lincoln once. It was great.
Those commercials may make me a little wet.
What?
Dude, she loves her some Matthew McConaughey, dude. Loves her some Matthew McConaughey.
So the one actor that I like the most, which doesn't really seem to be a fan of people, is Gerard Butler. That's one of my favorites.
What?
He's
What?
on my list.
He's on your list of what?
People I'd leave you for.
Oh, people you
Just the way that she
donate to the Wookiee Divorce Fund. Enzo DiCaprio, the fuck Amanda. Yeah, DiCaprio. She loves her some Enzo.
But he's not on the ultimate list. Like,
Gerard
he's
Butler.
adorable. No, Gerard Butler is.
Oh,
I'm at Enzo.
Enzo's not on. He's not firmly on the list, is what you're saying.
No, nowhere near.
McConaughey
I love him, but not
McConaughey is selectively good. He has some very good roles. Killer Joe
got
is
some-
fucked up. What's
I
Killer
haven't
Joe from?
seen that one.
What is that? Is that a movie?
I'm assuming.
I don't
so.
watch McConaughey movies. I try not to, anyways. Sometimes I get
Which one
roped
was
into
it? Mud? I think I didn't like Mud.
Mud? Wasn't he in what was that one he was in with and maybe you could help me out here, Chris. He was in it with Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, and I hope they burn in hell.
Who's that? Tuck.
The only thing that I really
Boring
know him
Corbin.
for is
Huh?
motherfucker snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Motherfucking plane.
Yeah.
But Baron Corbin.
NyQuil?
Yeah, wrestling NyQuil.
Oh, ew.
Not a fan.
No.
She.
So no, wrestling NyQuil's out. Sorry, Tuck. She's not a fan. She only likes some really Italian.
I do.
Really Italian.
I do.
And really Southern, I guess. Where's Leonardo DiCaprio from?
Oh, I don't remember. I used to know, like, when I was a kid, I knew his birthday, his hometown, like, all your typical teenage stalker stuff.
So I was gonna say, so Mama Wookie was a DiCaprio stalker. She was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Killer Joe is an NC-17.
Not right now.
McConaughey is a cop that is undercover hitman. Or no, McConaughey is a cop that is an undercover hitman. Okay. And the whole plot is twisted as shit. I just have a hard time getting through McConaughey movies. I just can't do it. Just not.
There was one movie that I
Can you give me a
recently
couple
saw
minutes
that
so I
I
can
don't
go with
know
you?
if it's something that would be kind of down your guys' alley. It was called Max Steel. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one.
Max Steel. That sounds familiar.
I heard, who was in that? I didn't see that.
Yeah, what was Max Steel? Remind us again.
Max Steel was the one where his dad was an alien, and he had he just had like this energy type power, but he had this little floating robot that, in my opinion, reminded me of the little robot in Destiny, that would have to like attach to him because he would build up too much energy. So the little robot would have to cling to him and like eat his energy so he didn't blow up.
Nom nom.
But
nom.
he could fuse with him, and he would have like this freaking Iron Man white suit, like this white Iron Man type suit.
Oh.
Whenever the alien fused to him, it was a really good
That sounds
movie.
interesting.
I'm googling it right now.
Yeah, that's the better way
Max
to.
Steel. That looks.
We need to be nice in the chat with each other.
This. Everybody play nice, or you're not gonna get your participation trophies.
Be a friend. You have to be a friend to have a friend.
This movie looks familiar, but it's not. Maybe it
The
isn't.
name sounds familiar, but
That's what I'm saying. The name sounds familiar, but I just can't.
I always go with the philosophy if they're toxic in the chat, it's because they don't have any friends. They have a boring life, so I have to go be toxic to other people.
This is the Big Bear.
no, I think they're
This
just
must
showing
be
off
where
their
he
penises
lives.
to each other.
What are you talking about?
They're all arguing in there.
Right. Just put your dicks on the table. Everybody
what
take
I'm
a
saying.
measurement.
No,
Dicks
because
out for
honey, we
Harambe.
do not need pictures of
Huh?
dicks in the chat.
Not in the chat. They can't put pictures in the chat.
Are you sure? I don't want
Yes.
to find out.
Yeah, they can't
You
put
can't
pictures
put
in there. The
pictures
most
in
they
the
could
chat.
do is link it. The most that they could do is like
yeah, they
put a
could link it, and it would, unless they're a mod, it would get blocked.
Okay.
Basically, you can only put a
Why-
link in the chat, and if you're not a moderator, you can't put a link in the chat.
Oh, really?
You can, but it'll get blocked. You know, Nightbot will come in and give you the pee-pee slap. I don't know. What do you want me to say? That's basically what would happen. Nightbot comes in and goes,
Pee-pee
"Don't do
slap.
that," and slaps your
Poison
pee-pee.
Shakes or snakes?
What?
Noah's comment. Is that snakes or shakes?
Where do you see snakes or shakes? Oh,
Poisonous.
you want to see a good normal? Normally, I am not a fan of Affleck, but the accountant is very good. He is an autistic man that works for the criminals, but gives the money to the special needs institutions. Okay, I thought that's where you meant snakes. Where
No,
the
up.
fuck do you see?
Noah's comment. See?
No.
Wow.
Or
Under
there
hot
is,
dog pants.
do fall in a pit.
I think it says snake.
It does say
in a
snakes.
bit. He said in a bit.
He meant
And he
in a
said-
pit. He meant
Yeah, I
in a
know.
pit. Please know, Luke, I don't need any pictures from you. I've seen Luke's pictures. I don't know necessarily if I want to see them.
There-
Some
is
of them
there
are better than others.
I don't want to know
Okay,
what parts of Luke you've apparently seen.
This is my
well,
question,
Luke
too.
likes to send pictures of half-naked wrestlers.
Aren't all wrestlers half naked?
Well, okay.
Female wrestlers?
Female wrestlers. I was going to say,
Female
if you
wrestlers.
take what female wrestlers wear now and divide that in half, that's the kind of pictures Luke likes to send. And
Top or bottom?
normally top.
It's probably easier to get.
Well, if you're gonna take a picture, if you take a picture, okay, so if you take a picture of your crotch, right? Nobody's gonna be like, man, look at that twat.
I don't know you guys. I don't know how you guys work.
Chat let me know, and Chris let me know. Like, if your girl was to send you a picture of the taco, would you be like, whoa, baby? Or are you like, dude, just send me a picture of your tits? Well, where do you fall on that one, Chris?
The tits, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the crotch is great and all, but I don't need pictures of it. I know what it looks like. And to be honest with you, some vaginas are not very pretty.
Well, I knew that.
Just gonna go out and say that. A penis is a
I
penis is a
swear,
penis.
Wookie, we're gonna get
No.
we're gonna get to the
I
point
think
on
you're
this
wrong
stream
on that one.
You know the little sound clip in the game shows, Peggy 18.
Yeah.
We're gonna like cut that out, and like at the start of every stream, we're gonna have
Peggy
that start.
18.
Like as soon as the music stops, Peggy 18.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Peggy.
That's the
What?
rating. Like Peggy 18 is normally the rating.
That means
For
you
the
have to be
game.
18 and up.
18 and up to buy it. So like, you know how like when you watch when you
PG.
watch TV, it'll be like, this is TV mature.
Yeah.
Like Peggy 18 would be like TV mature.
Oh, okay.
But
Like,
that's-
it's pretty much like the step below X.
well, and
What about
you,
Jaden?
you know that X, like if you give
Use
a
your
game,
words. I can't hear you.
Show her in real life YouTube.
yeah, you can show Jaden. I don't care. She's your cousin, or no? What is Jaden?
Yeah.
She's your aunt.
Okay.
You'd think I'd. Well, it's so weird to have a sister that's legitimately 3 days younger than your son. Like, that's just weird. I'm sorry, it is, and it confuses even me. What?
Obviously.
Got her on Skype.
What?
Or whatever.
She's on what?
Snap.
Snapchat. There you go.
Focus.
Oh my goodness, Sophia, what are you doing?
Trampoline.
See, there it is, Jaden.
Say hi.
Ta-da!
Say hi.
You don't see anything? Well, they see you. Well, what do you want? You want to see the camera?
The camera is.
Oh, does it have to be like this, honey?
No.
Or does it have to be
No,
like
it
this?
has to be like that.
Yeah.
There,
She
there's the
doesn't
camera.
know where the camera is, honey.
It's right up here. That's the camera right there.
Uh-huh.
And you're on YouTube now, Jaden.
I real
She
life.
just hung up. She hung up.
No, she didn't.
Okay, whatever.
She went
I don't
off
know.
of video.
Yeah.
Dude, I just work here.
I know. Me too.
I'm a star.
But like,
Just
but,
smile and nod, bro.
but like literally,
That's what you have to do.
my youngest daughter,
But
or my
my-
youngest
that's So my dad
sister.
taught me at a very young age. Is just nod your head and smile.
Dude, I do that, but that sometimes gets me into trouble. Trust me.
You have to listen before you do that.
I got a woman next to me that knows that smiling and nodding sometimes gets me into trouble.
Well, then don't be up to no good then.
I'm never up to no good.
Yeah.
I don't
believe
mean.
that at all.
Actually, okay. Let me rephrase that. I don't mean to be up to no good.
You want to know why I don't believe that, Wookie?
Why?
Because I still remember the stream when you were looking at fucking vibrators and pocket vibrators. And
I-
shit.
that was
hold
only
on.
like
I
2
did
weeks
that
ago.
with my wife. That's different.
That's not different.
That's
It's still
totally
being up to no.
Like, what am I doing? How am I up to? Like, how am I up to? Like,
No.
not good.
So you're not in trouble for that because you did that with me.
Right.
It
I
wasn't
mean-
secretive.
I
Well,
mean,
if
if I
he
do
was looking
anything
that
on
kinda
a
stuff
computer,
up-
it's right here. It's not like I'm like hiding it.
I don't know. If you send me a link, that's different too, you know?
If I send you a link,
Yeah, like if you're looking up shit by yourself, you know, and you send me a link, hey, honey.
like, do I need to send you a link beforehand to get approval or what?
Maybe.
I mean, I was under the assumption I'm a 30-year-old man and I could do whatever the fuck I want.
So this is why we've had so much trouble.
Homie, it's called marriage.
It doesn't work that way.
I thought it totally did. Like, why did I like? Okay, so like, here's how life goes for people.
Oh
And
god,
this is,
here we go with the
this
Wookiee
is
rant.
honestly how I feel like life goes. All right, so like, you work your entire life to get up to 18, move the fuck out of your house and get away from your mom, right? Like, that's like every guy's dream, right? So we work hard, we get up to 18, we move the fuck out the house, and then what happens? You get married. And then you're back at square one. It's like fucking driving NASCAR, nothing but left turns. What the fuck? Can I take a right every now and again, maybe? But I gotta ask permission
We could
first.
change this if you want.
Change what? I'm just saying, like,
Oh god, here we go.
I'm
Put on your helmets, guys.
I'm just saying, like, for fuck's sake, I'm a 30-year-old
Well, Mom,
man.
I can't do what the fuck I want.
What do you mean? You want to watch
Oh,
some
boy.
porn? Watch some porn. I don't give a shit.
That's not where I was going with
Where
that.
are you going with this?
Never mind.
You got it. Nope. You can't say never mind now.
Dude. Why can't I?
Because it's not allowed.
See? Now you're telling me what the fuck to do.
You came on this show. You can't be like, never mind. Never mind.
I wasn't looking to get into an argument with you.
No. Why do you think it's going to start an argument?
Because I know you.
Because you know me. You only think you know me.
Could be like Jerry.
Daniel says circle of life.
Jerry.
I mean, I'm just, oh my god. My
Yeah,
balls just got
Akuna your
pinched.
tatas.
No, it says Hakuna Matata.
I know.
Doesn't say.
I was gonna say what?
She said Hakuna your tatas, which is what I tell her for calm your tits. All right. Hakuna your tatas there, sister. All right, back the fuck up. No circle of life is born. Grow, kill Harambe, back to square one, repeat.
Nice therapy session.
When you're in a hole, stop digging. No, dude, this is what happens. Pregnancy hormones, abort!
See, why can't you just listen? That asshole is smart enough to fucking understand it. Why
That
can't you
asshole,
be?
That's Daniel.
I know, and he admitted
we like
to being
Daniel.
an asshole. I know I love Daniel. I'm not saying anything
Yeah.
bad about him. I'm just saying he can fucking figure it out. Why can't you?
I don't know.
It's called stop while you're ahead.
Dude, it's called I need answers. Like, I can't
You ain't gonna get
learn-
them.
I can't learn unless it's explained.
You don't
And
even learn when it is explained.
Well,
Clearly
no, I
and
do learn when it is
concisely.
explained if it makes sense.
If your head wasn't as thick as a rock, sometimes it'd be easy to explain it to you.
What makes you think my head is as thick as a rock?
I've only been married to you forever.
Oh my gosh. Moving on.
Oh no, I'm getting a little bit of an enjoyment factor. I just need to make some popcorn and sit back.
I should make a whole new channel and all it's called is Man and Wife Argue. Like,
Ooh, we could do that.
I bet you it somehow does really well. I mean, if washers are doing really well, I got to imagine Man and Wife Argue would be doing really well. Like, just every time we have an argument, just fucking, I got to record it. I don't know if the arguments will be as good, but like every time we argue. We're all assholes. All men are assholes.
I said it out of
We
love,
admit it.
Daniel.
We fully admit it. Fully fucking admit it. I think I was on the podcast with you, right, last week, Chris? That was when we decided all men are assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with you. We know we're assholes. We're not surprised. We know it. We're not trying to fight it. But why, like, if we call you a bitch? Oh no, we're in trouble. What's going on, Alex? Welcome to the stream, sir. I'm waiting. That's just like the word cunt.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, you. Who else am I talking to? The other woman in the chat.
I don't fucking know. I zoned.
Why do you get so frustrated, Wookie? Oh, gee, I don't know. Like cunt. You're like when you got angry at me when I said cunt earlier on.
Any woman's gonna get mad at you for saying that, Wookie.
Why? Oh, never
You
mind.
and I
got
know
totally
better
wrong on
than
that
to
one.
use that
It
word.
totally is a vulgar
See,
slang
another
for women,
asshole
trying to
that
tell
can
you.
get the picture.
I
The
don't see
one
any-
and only time that I actually said it, my mom literally slapped spit out of my mouth. Like, not even kidding.
I believe it.
Yeah, dude, and I know she got angry at me. I'm like, why is that such a bad word?
And I told you.
Why? What's going on, Alex, again?
I was gonna say, to be honest, I don't get why it's so offensive, but
Okay.
I just know that it's offensive. So
All right, so here's the thing. Okay. A cunt's talking about a vagina. And
Yes.
even if you're calling a guy, a cunt. Yes.
Yes.
So you're saying it in a bad way. Like there is something wrong with having a vagina.
No, there's nothing wrong with having a vagina. There's something wrong with being a vagina. That's different.
Why?
There's-
My vagina is strong as hell. It popped out 2 kids, gonna pop out a 3rd one.
This is
and
true.
it goes back to
This is
how
true.
it was before.
But are you a vagina or do you have a vagina?
I have one.
It's like the same. It's like the same thing as if I call another man a prick. He's a prick. You call men pricks all the time, but I can't call a woman I can't call a woman a cunt.
No.
Why? It's the same thing.
No.
What do you mean? No, it's yes.
No.
You can't just assume. You can't just assume. A prick is a penis. Just saying. So if you're allowed to call me a prick, I'm allowed to call you a cunt.
Here's the whole thing. This goes into the whole sexist, misogynist kind of bullshit.
Okay. I'm listening.
It would be different if women didn't have to fight for equality for fucking everything. If we got paid the same, if we got viewed the same, if this, that, whatever, it wouldn't be, oh, you're such a, it would be, oh, you're such a woman, whatever. Instead of
Stop
saying,
being a
you're
little
such an
girl.
ass. Yes, exactly. There's something wrong with that.
Why?
Oh my God, you're hopeless.
I'm not hopeless. I'm just asking.
You are hopeless.
I am asking
and I don't even know how to
questions.
explain it.
I'm simply asking questions. There's nothing wrong with
Google that
asking
shit.
questions. With asking questions?
Google that shit.
What am I Googling?
All the shit you don't understand.
I do understand it.
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
Understanding
What do you mean?
Women
What do you mean?
101. Just
Do you
Google
wanna-
that.
I got.
Wookie.
Do you want to talk about all the times that I got passed up for promotions by women? Strictly because they had boobies and a vagina, even though they were worse at their job, I got passed up.
I will
for
get back to you. I want to go grab my milkshake.
You go grab your milkshake, brings all the boys to the yard.
That I will actually agree with you, Wookie, because that has happened to me.
I understand this, and like, I love her. I do. I really do.
That doesn't sound like real love, honey.
I do love you, but just like
really
some of
love
your
you.
views on things are like, what? Do you live in the real world with the rest of us?
I live in a woman's world, not a man's world.
Great, exactly. I know all about it being a woman's world because you guys act like it's so tough out there for you. And it's really honestly not. Like, companies have now made quotas to make sure that there's enough female leadership as opposed to male. And so then males like me, who do our job very, very well, get passed up sometimes for promotions by females who are operating at a much lower level. And that was proven. That was proven at Home Depot. I proved that. The woman that got promoted in front of me was not operating at the same level I was. And you and I both know that. Mm-hmm. But yet she got the promotion faster. Explain that one to me.
I'm actually gonna try to put this stream on Mixer just to see how it does. Sorry,
No, you're fine. I'm just waiting for an answer.
I was talking out loud. My bad.
See, I don't get that one.
Why don't you get that one?
We're gonna have to like rename this
mean-
stream now.
Yeah, you can name it whatever you want, homie. It's
And
it's your
men
stream.
versus women.
Men versus women. Triple H versus the entire Raw women's locker room. Bra and panties match.
Jeez, that's a bit much.
Like, and that's the thing. Okay, so is it okay for a woman to flirt her tits to get out of a ticket? Mm-hmm. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't just fucking pull out my wiener and be like, hey, sweetheart, you ever seen one of these before? That's called sexual harassment. But if you hike your shirt
That's
down
called-
a little bit more,
That's called public indecency.
well, whatever. You get my point. The whole point of this is that
I've never had to show my tits in order to get out of a ticket.
no, because your tickets are serious. Like when you get a ticket, you get a like you don't fuck around. You get a fucking ticket. Like no amount of any indecent exposure is gonna get you out of your tickets. If
So you
No,
heard a little
but
story
here's
to
the
that
thing.
one.
But here's the thing. I get out of my ticket by straight fucking luck. First off.
or lying,
And lying.
or maybe it has something to do with that you're a woman. Did you ever think about that? Like maybe you get out of your tickets just because you're a woman and he's a man. So now if he gives you a ticket, he's got to worry about, oh, is this woman going to think I'm being sexist against her? Or is this going to come back to bite me at my
Okay, and you
job
don't think
'cause I'm being
that
sexist
female
against her?
police officers have to worry about that as well?
Absolutely they do.
Okay, so how is that?
No, you know
Different
what?
at all.
I'm going to tell you that no. Female officers don't have to because I can't say she was oogling my nuts.
Yes,
Judge.
you can.
Judge, she was oogling my crotch, and because I wouldn't give it to her, she gave me a ticket. Nobody's going to believe that. If you're a judge up on the stand and a guy was like, dude, she was totally oogling my crotch.
Well, if
She
you say
wanted to
oogling.
she wanted to, okay, she was inappropriately looking at my
Package.
my nether
Package.
regions. She was
Hey, she was trying to
inappropriately.
help you out because
I
you're
felt
struggling with your word a
I
little
felt
bit.
extraordinarily uncomfortable, and therefore, because I wouldn't, I wouldn't yield to any of her sexual advances. She gave me the ticket. Would you believe that?
Situational.
It is.
Would you believe that? I said you're the judge.
I know you though.
It doesn't matter. Let's say it's Chris. Let's say Chris Raptor did this.
Hey, don't be dragging me.
You're already in this. You're part of the. You're part of the cast.
I'm sitting back getting entertained by the two of you.
I know.
So.
Well, you're a part of this damn podcast. You're not allowed to be entertained.
Why you want to drag me into
You're part
the
of the
middle of you
entertainment.
guys?
You're just a name I'm just using for right now. You're a
I got
proxy.
drug into this.
You drug yourself into this.
I didn't mean to though.
What do
You
mean
drugged
didn't mean
yourself
to?
into
You
it by
didn't mean to put
marrying.
the headphones on. You didn't
Oh,
mean to sit
shit.
down in front of a
That's
microphone.
just another thing that happened, you know.
Yeah, and next thing you're gonna tell me, well, I didn't mean to get this baby inside of me.
No, that one I did.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say it's not always planned for the woman to get pregnant.
Claudio, explain that. Well, yeah, this one was planned though. Claudio, explain that to me. Okay, I want to know how did you get. Claudio says, I just bought my season tickets for my local soccer team, and if I was a woman, I would have gotten 20% discount. Vagina power. I need to know how that. I need to know how that one works. First off, if a female officer pulls me over and I say, I hope the sight of my nightstick makes you change your mind, it is not going to end so well. Exactly.
You'll probably get arrested for that.
More than likely, you're going to get in trouble. As opposed to a woman who, hikes down her
I've
shirt
never
a little
heard
bit.
of anyone flashing, like legit.
I'm not saying flashing. I'm saying maybe they,
I've never done that.
maybe a low top.
I have gotten out of countless tickets. Never once thought of, hey, if I show my rack a little, I might get out of it.
Why not?
I don't know.
That ticket you got last year could have saved us some cash.
Hey, I did not get a ticket. That was not a ticket. I got let go. I had to show proof of insurance. That's what cost us some money. I did not get a ticket.
You didn't get a ticket at all.
No. The only thing we had to pay
See?
was for insurance,
See?
and
if
that was
if that were
insane.
me, I would have gotten a DUI.
get you.
Oh no! See, the thing that
No,
I'm gonna
get
say,
this. So I want to put this out there right here, real quick, Chris. I don't mean to cut you off because we've been cutting you off for a while now, but she had a couple drinks. I don't know if she was impaired or not. I couldn't tell you because I wasn't there. But the fact of the matter is, she got pulled over. What was it, an out taillight or something?
No.
Oh, you forgot to register the car.
Yeah.
You forgot to register the car. So we had registration was a problem. Either way, he pulled her over for that. She had a couple drinks. Now you can't tell me coming from the bar.
I waited like 2.5 hours sitting in the parking lot and ate before I drove home.
Okay, but
I'm sure it would have still blown
you know,
something.
if I did the same thing, waited 2.5 hours,
because I didn't even get a sobriety test.
Right, but if I waited 2.5 hours, ate something, and then drove home, I would have ended up calling you from the jail cell that morning, that fucking morning. I'd been like, "Hey, honey, I need you to bring bail money," and you know that for a fact.
Yeah.
So tell me why it's so hard to be a woman nowadays.
Hey, I'm not saying there aren't some perks.
Well, and I'm not saying there's
Occasionally.
not some perks to being a man. The fact of the matter is, when it comes down to sex, you got to take the good with the bad. I didn't ask to be born a man. There was no. I don't know if you got it, but I didn't get one when I was in the womb.
No, I didn't
You know,
either.
the little
No
the little
petition.
gender selection chart. Do I want to be a boy or a girl? I didn't get that one. Did you?
No.
Exactly. Okay. You frustrate me some days.
And you frustrate me anyway.
No, because the whole
Oh,
thing is like
Jesus.
we'll get into arguments, and then you want to win the argument because you're like, "Why win?" Like that's it. The only reason you win the argument is because you said you won.
And you know what? You just talk in fucking circles and repeat yourself until you think you've won anyway. And really, nobody gives a damn anymore, so they just shut the fuck up.
What's going on, Swish? That means I won.
Oh, Lord.
If you have gotten to the point where you are so beaten down,
No,
the 85
it is...
Bears defense did this. They beat the other team down so bad that they quit. If I have beaten you down to the point where you quit and walk away, I have won.
Maybe it's that I don't got time for this shit no more.
You don't got time for it. Where do I pull all this spare time from? My asshole?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You just give me a headache and I don't give a fuck enough to fight anymore.
Exactly. So that means you are not as behind the cause as you thought you were.
No. Sometimes, honey, it's called not being stupid and wasting your time on some moron who ain't gonna budge at all anyway, who's so conceited he thinks he's right all the time.
If you were to prove a solid argument to me, I would budge.
Okay, I'm done
Okay.
with this conversation. Okay?
Anything else you want to talk about? Oh my God, what the hell is that?
Eek. Succubus?
A succubus?
I don't
Maybe.
fucking know.
I think that's an incubus.
One.
Oh, it just says you'll never know true fear until you experience sleep paralysis.
Gotcha.
I've had
no.
sleep paralysis before.
Well, a succubus is a female version, and I believe an incubus is
A band,
male.
a really good band from the early 2000s. I really like incubus.
See, succubus, female
A
demon.
female demon believed of sexual intercourse. with a
Okay, now
sleeping
put
man.
an incubus.
Incubus. I think we're gonna get a band from the early 2000s. An incubus is a Lillian demon in male form, who, according to mythology and legendary traditions, lies upon women in order
See?
to engage in sexual
Same
activity with
thing.
them. Man, you women got it tough. What is going on, Chris? You're awful quiet over there.
I was just listening to the two of you guys being entertained.
Yeah, you got anything? You got anything you wanna
I don't know.
go on about?
I don't
How's your week, brother?
So we're just gonna diffuse it just like that.
Well, she's like, I'm done. I'm not arguing with it, and I know she is done. She won't. I could continue, but then things will start being thrown towards my head. Don't laugh at the midgets on screen.
Yeah, Razian, thanks for tweeting
Oh
out
my
the
god, I
stream,
didn't even see that. I was laughing at things flying
See,
towards your head.
that's part of the other reason why I've become a big fan of Mixer. Is also because if someone like tweets it out, like you actually get a pop, like you actually get notified. Because it just says, "Thank you for tweeting out the stream," or Ryzian. It's actually a good buddy of mine. Sorry.
Oh, you mean like when somebody likes the video? Normally, I'd get a notification saying, "I liked a video from back in the good old days."
If somebody like tweets out the stream, or if I tweet it out and someone retweets it, I get notified that somebody tweeted out the stream.
Okay.
So, I just thought that was really cool.
What are you looking for?
What I was actually gonna say before rang the bell on the two of you, was I'm pretty sure Wookie, you specifically will know Zoe Berger.
Oh God, what is that whore done now?
I was just saying because the topic you guys were getting on about getting out of a ticket about showing your tits and stuff. I know she didn't actually do it.
I
I'm just
tried
saying
showing my tits one time to get out of the
that
ticket.
would traumatize.
They
a
just
police
looked at me
officer.
funny and they're like, "Sir, please put your shirt down."
What the reason why it made me remember is because this is a couple months back at this point, where she had tweeted out a picture of some like see-through top where you could literally see her fucking nipples through.
Oh yeah.
And she said the cop let her off.
Yeah.
It's like, all you have to do as a girl is just show your tits and might be able to get off unless
you can get
you're
off the
unlucky and
ticket.
it's a married cop or a gay cop.
But even married cops a lot of the time will be like, we're men,
Get
we're
distracted.
dogs. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're fucking dogs. We are.
Just reminds me of Bell Engvall. Sorry, I'm a guy.
We like boobs. And Ron White had it exactly 100% right. You want to see my boobies? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, roll them back up.
Oh, I'm assuming that's Luke from the chat. Or wait, no, not Luke. John. Luke Birch.
Yeah,
that
what
him?
about Luke Birch? Oh, he tweeted out the equal right.
Well, no, he just followed me.
What's up,
Oh yeah, the Equal Pay Act of 19.
Thanks for the follow, Luke.
1963. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's getting late again. It's getting late.
It's not that late.
Yeah, I moved a fucking entire room today.
Maybe.
Not that late.
Bye.
No, it's not that late, but I moved an entire room today.
Give me a couple minutes.
Yeah,
That'll make anybody tired.
Depends on how
I'm
much
gonna
of
go
a
get my
room.
doll from the car over there.
Okay.
Today.
Sounds good. She has a long memory. Just when you think as well, she will go. Remember that time you... Oh, dude, I've been... How long? 8 years? Long enough.
Yeah.
Long enough. I'm aware. I'm aware of the repercussions of what I do.
Repercussions?
I'm well aware of the repercussions of my actions.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
I just don't care. I'm at that point where I'm just like, nah, I'm going to get in trouble for something anyways, and might as well be for something good.
Mom, and lift you off the chair.
I liked Incubus.
I'm working on it.
I don't know. You guys are like, oh, I don't like Incubus. I liked Incubus. I was a fan.
There's one show that me and my girlfriend are both like hooked on right now that we've been like binging on Netflix when we get the chance. That's Bates Motel.
Oh,
Bates.
Bates Motel.
I dug
You
it.
like that show.
Yeah, I forget what season I was on before
for
I
this.
quit watching.
It's for the action.
I can't hear her anymore.
A little weird.
Oh, there she goes. Now I hear her.
Are you going? Why don't you go get the thing for Sophie and then
Okay,
you can come back.
I guess Bates Motel is one that she's the one that got me into that. She's like, well, just try it and see what you think, and now I'm fucking hooked on it.
I like. You know what's funny? I think it's funny because Daniel puts in the chat. He's like, I've been married for 12 years. I have some time. It's almost like we should have fucking prison tattoos.
How long have you and Mama Wookie been married?
8. Would you stop? God damn. Ow! My nipple. I hate you.
Another one?
No, I don't.
I owe you 7 more.
Why do you owe me 7 more? What? You don't get a nipple twist for every year of marriage. It's not my birthday or some bullshit like that. Never heard of this before. Go get our daughter her fuck get off of my nipples, woman. Swear to God. Swear to God, I'll find you. I know where you sleep.
I'll fight you.
I like Incubus that have a prominent feature in. Wait, what? Okay, Shrugs. I like Incubus. They have a prominent feature in the section of my MP3s. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying.
Wait,
Like,
what is this? Is it a movie or show or a band?
Incubus?
Yeah.
You've never heard of
You're talking
Incubus? The
No,
band?
I know what an incubus is, but
No, the band.
I'm assuming
Incubus.
that's not what you guys are talking
No,
about.
the band. I like the band Incubus.
Oh yeah, I've never heard the band.
I was a fan of their stuff. I know a lot of people probably weren't, but I was. What?
We need to get the hot glue gun out tomorrow.
Okay, for what purpose?
Make his spiky darts. Because now, because glue gun will be okay.
Okay.
Because this is what he's trying to do now. To make spiky darts.
Why do we need to make spiky darts? This seems like a terrible idea.
I don't know, but at least if they're hot glue,
Yeah.
they're not going to poke somebody's eye out.
Okay, sounds good. Tuck just watched my McGregor versus Mayweather fights. Me and see, I think people that are saying Mayweather are just kind of wrong. I just can't get over that age gap. That age gap really
What age gap?
for McGregor and Mayweather. That age gap really bothers me. But Incubus was a band. Back. I don't know if they're still touring or what they're doing. Oh my God, Sophia, get down.
Coming or what?
You're driving me nuts, climbing all over me. But we were on something. What the fuck were we on before Amanda decided to attack my fucking nipples? Which is not okay, by the way. It's not okay to touch any man's nipples.
He secretly likes it, guys.
I
Don't let him deceive
dude,
you.
I hate it. I despise. I can't even tell you how I loathe people touching my nipples. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, even just a brush up of somebody like, oh shit, sorry, dude. Like, and it's touched my nipple. Oh my God. Yeah, Sophie's going to get her stuff from the car real quick. Her baby doll, I guess. But even if you were just like brush up against me with your shoulder and it hit my nipple, like in my head, I am plotting to kill you. Secretly, I am plotting to kill you. That's how much I cannot stand my nipples touched. You laugh, dude. I hate it.
It's just funny to listen to the way you freak out about it.
I do. Touch anywhere else on my body. My nipples? Nope. I'll hurt you. Wookie is lying. When he is alone, he is tweaking his nipples like Farmer Fran from The Water Boy. No, not at all. Actually, I'm dead serious. I can't do it. I had a nipple ring at one point. I used to have a lot of fucking piercings. I took most of mine. You ever had any piercings? Any fun piercings?
Me, no.
You've never had any piercings whatsoever?
Why would I want a piercing?
I don't know. You didn't go through like a teen rebellious phase?
No. Not piercing wise, no.
What did you do? What was your big rebellious thing?
Pot.
Pot?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep.
You didn't do any underage drinking?
Yeah, a little bit. There was the one time I almost got hit by a semi truck.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, that caught your damn attention.
Yeah, we need to. Sophie went outside. We need to hear about the time that Chris Raptor almost got hit by a semi truck. I need to hear this story.
It was when I was younger. Me and my dad had gotten into an argument, and so I went over to my friend's house. He was about halfway down the street. He lived in this big apartment complex, and so I went over there because I was pissed off and I just wanted to get out of the house. And I started drinking with him, and we both got. He had told me at first, I'm not gonna drink, so that way if you get drunk, I can take you home.
Hold on
That
one
didn't
second.
happen.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Tuck, you gotta care about something. Something's gotta be. I mean, you're just like, I just lost my care for everything. You gotta care about something. I mean, there's gotta be something in your life you care about. Just saying, but continue, sir.
But like I said, he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna drink that much, so that way when you get drunk, I can take you home, and there won't be a problem." That didn't happen. He got wasted out of his mind, and I got wasted. Not too wasted to the point I couldn't walk. I could still walk, but yeah, you get the point. Uh, so I had to get home somehow, so I decided to walk. About halfway, about in the middle between the apartments I was staying at and the apartments he was staying at, there's an overpass, and there's this one bend of road that comes around the corner, and vehicles tend to come around that little bend pretty fast. But I'm always cautious. Like I always like I'll wait an extra couple minutes before I cross the street. Well, when you're drunk, you don't exactly have that common sense that tells you, "Hey, I should wait a second." I decided to just go through, and a semi truck came barreling around the bend at like fucking 60 something miles an hour. And I literally had to like dive off of the road into the gravel just to avoid it hitting me. I was like, well, that's about the night that I stopped drinking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That wasn't a very interesting story.
How is that not interesting?
I don't know. Like, oh,
Like,
I fucking got loaded and walked out into the street. So
Almost got hit by a semi truck, man. Almost died. I'm gonna title that as a YouTube video. Almost died. I don't know if you get the joke.
the night I almost no, I don't get the what's the reference to.
The reason why it's a joke is because there's all kinds of YouTubers that are making fun of one of the FaZe guys. His name is FaZe Rug.
Yeah.
Because he had at one point he had like 10 videos where he titled it "I almost died," and it's like the dumbest shit ever. Like he went into a sewer pipe with water that was rushing by his feet, like a little puddle of water that was rushing by his feet, and he was acting like he was gonna get ripped out of the damn tunnel and die. He had like 10 videos in a row where it was "I almost died" in the title. That's what I said. I'm just gonna
I don't
copy
know
him.
if I've had a night I've almost died. I'm trying to think like if I ever had really a close call with death. I fell out of the back of a pickup once.
How the hell did you do that?
Because I was dumb. Pretty much. I mean, I'm at one of my friend's birthday parties, and I don't even know why the fuck we're in the back of this pickup, but we're sitting on the tailgate, right? And he decides he's just the driver. Just pretty much, I don't know what made him decide this, but decides he's just gonna fucking gun it. And that was the time, like, I was cutting a joke of some sort. And I was like, haha, look, no hands. And then all of a sudden I hear, I fucking fall off. And I'm going head over heels, head over heels, head over heels. I had to do 3 or 4 or 5 just fucking flips and bibbity bops. I couldn't even tell you. Fucking hurt, hurt like a son of a bitch. I probably had a concussion. I know I had. I had some bumps and bruises. I don't think I broke anything. I probably broke something or fractured something. But who knows, to be honest with you? You know, it was just one of those things, and I was just like, yeah. Ever since then, I don't sit on the end of pickup trucks. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, I had experience like that as well when I was younger. There was a time where our vehicle was out of commission, so what?
Daniel's fucking thing. The title should be "Risked My Life Doing Dumb Shit for View Counts."
I'll agree with that one. So it sounds like I don't know if Daniel even knows what I'm talking about, or if he's just going by what I said.
He probably knows. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't know. But I remember it was like I said, I was a lot younger, like my early teenage years, and our vehicles were out of commission. Thankfully, we had one gentleman, one older gentleman who was a veteran at the church that we were going to that offered to let my parents borrow his pickup truck for a little while until the vehicle was back in order again. It was the same day. My dad's like, because there was literally no way someone as big as me was gonna fit in the back seat. Because you gotta remember, I'm 6'6", and I'm not exactly.
Damn, you're a tall motherfucker. 6'6".
Yeah, my brother's
Shit.
6'8".
Do you have to like bend down to get through doors?
No, I'm not that tall.
Oh God, I'm Mish is in the chat wrestling soup. He's 17 feet.
I gotta be careful when I go through my girlfriend's.
Did you hear what I just said? He's 17 feet, motherfucker.
But it's one of those like I gotta be careful like when I'm going in and out of the front door here, because there's been several times I've bumped the top of my head on the top of the door frame. But it was the same day. Like I said, because I'm a big guy, there's no way in how I was gonna fit in the back seat of that pickup truck. It's one of those where it's like you gotta be a midget to fit in the back of it, kind of thing. And so Dad's like, "Oh, we'll just hop in the back," and we were gonna go to the grocery store. And my dad decided to have the bright idea, "Hey, let's go over the speed bump hard." And he hit it hard, and I literally flew out of the back of the damn thing.
Everybody's putting their near-death stories in the chat now. Claudio said, I'm gonna guess he meant fell. I fell 2-story building once. I hit on some junk and landed on my feet. I fell in some banana fields.
I'm still waiting for somebody to call in.
I took down the call-in number.
Aw, you shouldn't have done that.
Well, I don't.
Like one of them.
It probably won't even work anyways because OBS is fucking with Skype. I think I'd probably have to get another sound card at that point. I rolled my car into a ditch when I was 16. My friend said my eyes were open and I was just looking at him with no response. Doctor said if I was not wearing my seatbelt, I would have croaked. Oh, dude, I am 6'2". What is everybody tall nowadays? Fuck's sake, dude. I'm 5'10", and I'm like, all right. You're 6'6"? You said your brother's 6'8"? Fucking
Yep.
Daniel's 6'2"? Like, fuck, I feel like I'm goddamn fucking Steve Kerr on a fucking Bulls. Like, it's just short as fuck. I jumped off the top of a closed-down insane asylum. Oh, God. Would you like to tell your story? I mean, I know you're in a chat again. You want to tell your story? That's kind of one of those stories that you can't just get off with.
Oh, you have Wrestling Soup on your Skype. You can bring him in the call.
Yeah, I could. If he wants to, he will. That's crazy, though. I've always wanted to do. Have you ever wanted... Okay, this may sound crazy. And I know not everybody's into it, but like for me, fucking Luke's 6 foot flat. What's 1.92 meters? 1.92 meters to feet. That's what I want to know. 6'2"? Jesus Christ! Fucking Mr. Phenomenal's 6'6"? Fucking dude.
Most WWE wrestlers are going to be over 6 foot.
He's
that's like
in my chat.
right?
He's not in the fucking race.
Oh.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I gotta get the story. I'll bring you in. Let's bring Mission because I gotta hear this story. So I'll bring in Nicole. Give me a second. Just give us a second here, guys. I gotta find Missionary here. Here he is.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you there.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I just gotta find Chris because I was gonna let you off unless you wanted to tell the story.
No. Yeah, we can talk about it.
I'm totally interested in this story.
I told it a long time ago. I think I maybe told it like fucking back in 2013 or something like that.
Okay.
It's in Chicago. There was a couple of broken down insane asylums. You know John Wayne Gacy, of course.
Right.
People are familiar with John Wayne Gacy, how he used to, he would basically troll the school. One of the schools. I forgot the name of the school off the top of my head. I'm a bad Chicagoan. But there was a school that was there, an abandoned school. And this is for people that want like a measurement of where it was at. Irving Park Road and Oak Park. So it was where Irving Park Road and Oak Park kind of meet up. And like Oak Park there's still an asylum there. But what they did was they rebuilt the asylum on the other side of Oak Park. And so now it's closer to the Norwich side, like over by Harlem and Irving. You know where that area is at?
I'm really unfamiliar with Chicago.
Okay.
I come there maybe once a year.
Okay, so it's around the Harlem and Irving area. It's north side of Chicago.
Okay.
And we're talking like, I want to say late 90s. And they didn't close down the school yet, the same school that Gacy used to get his kids from. And they didn't close, or they closed them both down, but I mean, they weren't destroyed. They weren't demolished. And they actually still had electricity running in the place and everything else like that. So me and my boys, we decided to roll up there, bring in a couple of brews and just, being assholes. And we go inside and shit like that. And there's like newspapers and windows shattered everywhere. Like there's like needles everywhere. And I'm not talking about like needles from junkies or anything like that. Like I'm talking about the first layer on the basement we walked in. And these are all like, doctor's needles. It didn't look like it was being used for junk purposes. It was just really creepy. It was a creepy setting. We, my girlfriend at the time, she was with us. She found a straitjacket, with like crusted blood on it. Like this is straight out of a nightmare. It was awesome. It was awesome at the time, And so,
well, how old were you at the time?
19.
Oh, so it was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, we should probably leave.
No, we were all like, fuck it, let's do it. What the fuck? Because we would actually used to hang out at La Ba, and we would hang out La Ba in the middle of the nights, and that's where all the fucking creepy Satan worshippers would go and shit like that. And we just did it because it was fun. Because
at 19, nothing bad can happen to you.
Right, you're invincible.
Yeah, nothing terrible happens in Chicago at the nighttime.
Yeah, no, especially for another 6'6" guy standing there too.
Oh, so you got a couple. So you guys got a couple of tall, young, strapping lads.
Oh yeah,
going down the street. Yeah, nothing could hurt you guys.
Yeah, no, and but no, when we got in there, it was a mess. It was creepy. Electricity still ran in the place, and some of the light bulbs still worked. So you'd have like the flickering light in the background too, which just completely added to the aesthetic.
I was gonna say that just sounds like a horror haunted house.
It sounds like you're in a haunted house.
Oh, it does. It should have been a friggin' haunted house. No bullshit. It really should have been. Like you couldn't have thought up something this good, And this was just natural. This was just other people had been there beforehand, ransacked the place, years of it just standing there and just sucking up electricity for God knows what reason. And the asylum on the other side was actually starting to be built. So I don't know if that's the reason why the electricity was back on or whatever else like that, but they were trying to rebuild it and stuff like that. So while we were going here, we got to the second floor, same thing, like there's gurneys in the middle of the hallways and stuff like that, and we finally get up to the top floor. And we just saw some creepy shit. Like we started hearing noises. Because your mind starts screwing with you. We're a few sheets to the wind to begin with. We're pounding them back and stuff like that. But we start getting freaked out a little bit. We start hearing shit going off, like old generators and stuff. And there was a swimming pool that was attached to that we couldn't get in because it was like all chained up. But you could constantly hear banging down there. And you figure it's just old sewer pipes now. But at the time, you're like, what the fuck is going on down there? Just this loud groaning and banging on these pipes,
Right.
It really just added to the moment. So we finally get up to the top. And there was, we got all the way up to the roof. We climbed up all the way to the top. And it was really unstable. The roof itself felt like when we were walking on it, we could literally feel the roof kind of caving in. So that was the first thing. That the entire building was in a really bad state of disrepair. Like there's no other way to put it. It was just ready to collapse. You figured that if the construction guys got there any day, it would only take one swing of the wrecking ball to knock the whole fucking place down. And we're walking along the roof and stuff like that on the edges and stuff. And we sit down and cops show up. Popo shows up. See the fucking reds and blues down there. They're fucking screaming at the bottom, and then they start walking inside, going up. So I don't know if they know it's just a couple of stupid kids or if they're thinking there's something serious going on over here. We don't even know who called. You know, just all of a sudden there was
just find a straight jacket with blood and a bunch of needles. So
she kept that damn thing too. She was crazy, man. She kept that fucking thing.
Does she still have it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we had to jump off the roof. We had to jump off the fucking roof because we weren't going to go back down the same way that we came. So the first guy started shimmying down like the gutter.
What's the reason you're not going back the same way you came?
Didn't want to get busted by the cops.
Oh, you just don't want to get busted. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was nerves or you're like,
well,
I'm not getting fucking busted
first
by
off,
these
underage
squares.
drinking. A couple of us might have had a little bit of the mota.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You know.
Fair enough.
Did not want to get busted by the cops. And yeah, the first guy shimmies down the side of like this railing and the gutter. Like he used the gutter to hit like the side window bars because all the windows were completely barred off. Like there was actual bars on the outside of the windows, solid steel, you know, even though they were rusty.
As you would plan to see on an insane asylum.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's literally everything you could possibly think of this place, what it could be, it really was. It was like Nurse Ratchet's home, you know? This really was just one flew over the cuckoo's nest level of just crazy looking insane asylum. And so by the time it came to me, by the time, you know, I was already worried because I'm not going to be like, I'm not a big monkey guy. You know, I can't like swing from window to window and shit like that. And especially inebriated. So I looked at the garbage can and I screamed at my friend. I'm like, throw your fucking jacket down in the garbage bin, you know? And the cops are inside and you can hear them running up the stairs at this point. And so he put his and it was like one of those really big dumpsters too. It wasn't a small one by any means, but here I am doing the Daffy Duck off the top of the fucking diving board right into the dumpster. And I hit it and I smashed my shin right into the side of the dumpster. And here I am trying to run away, not realizing I fucking cracked my shin in half. But yeah, it was one of those moments that I damn near died or was willing to risk death just to dodge the popo a little bit because we were inside of an insane asylum. But
no, there are nice parts of the city of Chicago, Luke.
Oh, there are.
It's not all
and actually,
crap.
The area is actually a really nice area. It's just at the time, not so much, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right. Jesus, that's crazy. You beat my story.
Oh, I wasn't even trying to beat it, man. I just, you know, I mean, you guys were bringing up crazy stories that you done that almost killed you.
You put ours to fucking shame, dude.
I was like, I thought mine was decent. Do you
Which
have?
one did
It was
you
3
share?
stories.
Which one did I share?
Yeah.
I shared the time I fell off the back of a truck. Do I have another time where I almost died? I mean, you might know better than me.
Oh.
At the time, I might have not thought I was dying or about to die.
Oh no. Your favorite one is the mushrooms one.
The mushrooms one? I didn't almost die with the mushrooms one. No, I just got stranded.
Cool.
So, you know when you're young and dumb.
Yeah.
You know, I got a buddy. I'm fresh into college, right?
Yeah.
Got hanging out with my buddy who was not a good influence on me. And, you know, looking back now, you could be like, he probably wasn't somebody I should have been hanging around with. But, you know, doing a little bit of weed and other things.
Right,
And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, I got these mushrooms. You want to try these out?
Oh, jeez.
And I was like,
That's
you know,
how a good story starts.
I had never done mushrooms before. I'm new into like the whole kind of like drug scene at this point in time. You know, I think I was, 19, something like that. And I'm like, sure, fuck it, let's try it. You know, it doesn't hurt that, you know, my girlfriend at the time, my wife's sitting right next to me, and she's going to love this. But, like, she had just broken up with me and all this, and I'm fresh out of high school. And you know how high school romances go. You don't realize until many years later that that was the dumbest thing that I ever should have never worried about. But he's like, let's try these mushrooms. So we tried them. And don't ask me how we got from point A to point B, because I have no idea. Because I live in Milwaukee. I live on the north side of Milwaukee. Somehow we ended up downtown Milwaukee with no wallets, no cell phones, and not a clue how we got there.
Wow.
I don't know if my car's there. I don't know if his car's there. Like, we're just lost. And that's kind of when we came out of the trip, so.
Wow.
I don't even remember. To be honest with you, I don't even remember how I got home. Do you remember how I got home?
I wasn't with you. I don't know.
But, yeah, we didn't almost die. We just kind of fucking woke up out of our stupid high in the middle of fucking downtown Milwaukee. Which, thinking of it, isn't bad, but now you look at it, like, people go missing now.
Oh, yeah.
People are, like, just randomly going missing for no apparent reason.
Well, there's a lot of sex
Randomly
trafficking
blink
now.
out.
There's a lot of sex trafficking in
Yeah.
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Really?
We're like one of the largest like areas for that now.
You're kidding me.
No, it's been on the news
Has it
like
really?
a ton. Like, you know those signs like on the side of the street, like
Now, do you really believe those are the sex trafficking people?
makes sense.
I mean, I've never called one. I mean,
Well, they say that, you know, like when they have like just the, not the buy ugly houses thing, but like,
right, just the number, make $600 a week,
Yeah.
no strings attached.
and then there's there's usually a woman on there,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't give you a specific location.
I'm just saying, just because you saw it on Facebook doesn't necessarily make it true. That's all I
No,
got. That's
but
all
when
I'm
you see
saying.
it on WISN, your Channel 12 News.
I mean, trust you me, I love me a good conspiracy theory. I do. You know me. I love conspiracy theories. I don't believe them all.
Well, I don't believe all of them either, but I mean, like, okay, do you think I'm gonna call? Like, the safe bet is.
I've seen a couple of those signs, and I want to call a couple of them just to see now. I mean, I'm
I would say it
seriously,
would be
I'm
safer for
I'm
you to call
interested.
than for me to call.
Probably.
I
You know
was
what I'm
involved
saying?
in something like that once. I mean,
You were involved in
Kinda,
sex trafficking, Max?
well, no, it ended up. I bailed.
Okay.
I bailed before it got there, but me and my close friend, we were looking for jobs, and we got this drop that, you know, hey, why don't you guys become custodians that go around to like these different like office buildings and clean them up and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, you know, fuck it, simple job. You go to a place, you clean up, you sweep, you vacuum, you get the fuck out before the morning, you know.
Right.
And it didn't happen to me as much as it happened to him, but I was involved in it. And we were constantly taking, like, for the first week, everything was normal, like what you would expect from a job. And the paychecks came, and we got our first paycheck. It was like, all right, you know, this is average pay for average work, you know. And then the girl and her boss kept hitting on my friend and kept saying, hey, do you want to make some real money? You know, and they kept talking to us about, you know, what do you feel about like letting older guys blow you for a few $100s? What do you feel about like old grannies blowing you for a few $100s, you know, shit like that. And then they're like, oh, and if we put it on film, we can make even more money. And I was like, well, I'm done. I just wanted to sweep some fucking floors, guys. Thank you very much.
Oh.
But yeah, they tried keeping him around. He stuck around for another week, but he's like, they really started pressing down on him about it. And that's when he was like, yeah, I'm fucking bailing too.
Well, yeah. I'm surprised.
But it was a good job for a week.
I'm surprised that 17-foot Asians don't get more. That seems
Yeah.
like that you'd get a little more for that.
Well, because I think it might have been something a little bit more sinister than that, because I probably wouldn't get approached if they think that I could have done something to someone.
Right.
But he was a kind of a smaller, scrawny guy. So,
Oh, okay. Got it.
you know
Well,
what I
they
mean?
don't start.
Like, I mean,
typically don't start off with the real like in-depth kind of thing either.
Right.
They like to ease you in.
Right. I mean, it starts off with sweeping floors. The next thing you know, you got a pimp named Brutus.
Slapping you around.
Fucking telling you, where's his money, bitch? I don't
yeah,
know.
right.
I mean, I don't know how this whole thing goes. I'm kind of out of the loop on the whole. I mean, I know.
No,
how
it
the
was
whole
just one of the weird things that happened. Like I said, I mean, I didn't pursue it.
Right,
I didn't look
obviously.
any further. It was just kind of like, well, this got strange.
This got
That
straight
happened.
real quick. So, fellas, since I got Mish, I was going to talk about this anyways, but since I got you been watching any of this Glow? Have you started it yet or no?
Me and the boy just sat down and binge watched the whole fucking thing.
Is it
and
good?
watched the documentary too.
Is it good?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I was gonna say, am I going to be
It's-
disappointed when I watch this?
No, man. I mean, without spoiling it,
Yeah, don't spoil
it's the TV series or the show is nothing like. It's not an exact representation of the way Glow really was.
Sure.
But they did a fantastic job with casting.
Well, they
They
said on everything that it was a, kind of a dramatized, some creative liberties were taken. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Some things. So it was.
Yeah,
I wasn't
absolutely.
expecting it to be word for word or close, but you got to make it interesting for TV.
Well, they changed the names, obviously, but they kept a lot of the cast types, but they changed the name. Some of the gimmicks were kind of changed, but it's very authentic feeling. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't guess that this was anything else but Glow.
Well, looking at
Yeah.
the hairstyles, it felt very authentic.
Oh yeah,
I haven't
the
seen
whole
hair
setting.
that big in a long since my mom was around.
Yeah, I
Look
mean,
at that hair, honey. You guys can't see it, but I'll
That
I'll
is-
retweet Ryan Satin's little gif here.
Carlito and Brodus are amazing. I really hope that they're back in season 2.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I saw like Joey Ryan was in there and
Johnny Mundo,
Johnny
John Morrison.
Mundo. There was one. Christopher Daniels is in there, I
Yeah,
guess,
Dan-
at some point in time.
Daniels had a small part.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so
do some of them have larger roles though? Like
yeah.
Okay.
Carlito and Brodus really had kind of an established part because they're family members. So they actually have repeat roles, and I would not be surprised to see them again in season 2, because they kind of are the family of one of the main stars of the show. So, they kind of work very well with the way that they portrayed them. Christopher Daniels, I don't see him being back. Like I said, it was really a walk-on role. Same thing with Joey Ryan. John Morrison, Johnny Mundo kind of had a real quick walk-on role. I was surprised his role was gone so fast. I figured he was going to be around a little bit longer, but for whatever reason, he wasn't.
well, because he had to go fill that other movie he did, Boone.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to go fill Boone. Sorry guys, I'm out. I gotta go fill Boone.
Yeah,
That was such a smashing success.
that was.
I gotta watch it just for shits and grins, but.
But no, overall, I mean, it was a
So
lot
Joey
of fun.
Ryan played the Dalton Castle character with midgets.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, oh god, they did the Dalton Castle character, and
I think
why not?
Paul-
Instead of just good-looking men, they threw midgets in there. It's the '80s, whatever.
Yeah, he's the Monopoly man in this.
Oh,
That's
is
what
he? Okay, is he like
That was his gimmick.
the $1 Million Man type deal?
Right. Exactly. The
What
Monopoly.
can I do for you, love? You just want to cuddle
Yeah,
on stream and all, huh?
I guess so.
Normally people hold that for after the stream.
But no, it's definitely worth the watch. There, I mean, the only nudity is in the first 5 minutes of the whole series with Alison Brie showing her tits,
Did you hear that? Nudity,
Yeah.
honey.
Hey.
We
and
like
then there's
nudity.
no nudity for the rest of it. Nothing
well.
at all. I think the only reason she did it was just to say I did it. I'm like, here, look at my tits.
Yeah. That happens. I mean, that happens from time to time.
Sure.
I mean,
I just thought, but nobody else was nude. Nobody was even close to being nude.
not
You
even
know?
close, huh? That's almost disappointing. I mean, you got,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be expecting showgirls out of all of this, but I was just like,
That's a
huh,
flex.
Showgirls?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, kids, go. It's on Netflix, no? Is
I don't
Showgirls still on
know.
Netflix?
Is
I
it a
found it
movie?
one day on
Is
Netflix.
it a movie or
You've never
porn
seen
or
Showgirls?
what?
Oh, that's right. You're movie deprived. I'm sorry. She's like, I was like, you ever seen Pulp Fiction? And she's like, because I was laughing. There was a meme or a GIF or something.
Right.
And I'm sure both of you have seen Pulp Fiction, where John Travolta blows that dude's head off in the back of the truck or in the
I
back
try
of the
to
car.
watch it. I keep falling asleep.
Oh,
in
I don't
it.
know how you fall asleep in that, but I'm just laughing
fall
at it
asleep
because
in
I'm
everything.
remembering the movie, and it's something when I saw it as a kid, I was like, oh my god. But now looking back at it as an adult, it's like, oh my god, that's hilarious. I don't know why I wasn't laughing at that to begin with. And, here's Amanda next to me. Why are you laughing at that? That's disgusting. He just got his head blown off. She has a hard time separating reality.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Honey, you cried when I showed you Big Cass turning on Enzo the other day.
It's
It's still real to you,
pregnancy
damn it. I know.
emo-
I understand.
Emotions.
But
Hormones.
Enzo cried though too, so I guess it's okay.
I'm not kidding you, Mish. Tears.
He's my buddy. He doesn't know it yet, but he's my buddy.
Enzo doesn't know it yet. Is he the one, like, is Enzo the man that could prove man rape is possible?
What?
Man rape. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it.
It is possible.
Man rape, I don't think is possible. Has that been proven possible yet? Because, like, you can't rape the willing. Man can't get his junk up if he's not willing.
I'm assuming, there's this thing on Orange is the New Black where he gets an erection when he's scared.
Wait, what? Oh, God. Orange is the New Black.
Well, you can always
is
dose
that
them.
a thing?
I
Right,
was
you
gonna say,
can
you can always
dose.
give him a little.
Yeah.
Girls
pill.
always Viagra guys, I guess.
I guess. That
Same
seems
thing
really,
as fucking date rape drug,
That
just
seems
like,
really, like,
you want to be the
elaborate.
one that's talking about, like, oh, well, it's not fair that you're a woman, but you don't want to be like...
Dude, here's the thing, honey. We just talked about this. You have boobs. Like, we're men. And I'm sorry, we're a little sleazy. We are.
I know.
I'm not kidding. All you gotta do is show us the goods, and 9 times out of 10, we're down. Just saying.
He's not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. 9 times out of 10, if you're like, here's my tits, we're gonna be like, well, where do you live? That's about the end of that.
That makes me feel secure in our marriage.
Well, okay, it's different because
Just
we're
say it.
married. I don't say where you gonna live. I say I can only go to your house because my wife lives. I can't host tonight.
Doghouse.
Doghouse. I'm always in the doghouse. This is
No. Tonight, I think you're especially in the doghouse because earlier you made a few comments that I just kind of like, let slide.
what did I said? It's not that hard being a woman.
No.
I know.
I
I hear
have
Mish
to, like,
laughing over
listen
there, but
to it
her and I
again.
really got into it earlier tonight. Now, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, and I like Luke's comment, unless it's Sunny or Trisha Paytas.
See, but even then, that's what I'm saying. That's like when I mean, a lot of us have talked about whether Dolph did it or not. I'm telling you guys, all she has to do is show the goods, and you're kind of like, all right.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing for the next hour.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got 15 minutes.
I
fine.
don't. But for those of us in, wedded relationships, etc., you reel that back in. Unlike
Right.
Bray.
Like who?
Bray Wyatt. Didn't I tell you? He was cheating on his wife.
Oh, with the producer?
No, with
or-
JoJo, the big-bottomed ring announcer.
The big bottom ring announcer.
I don't want to eat any
You
of
got
your
2
Nutella
options. There's
off
a
of
ring
you.
announcer with no ass and a ring announcer
Ask
with
Daddy
a lot
if
of
he wants
ass.
some Nutella off of you.
It was. I don't want any Nutella off of you. No, no, thank you.
So what are you saying? Lillian's the one that has no ass?
Lillian's not around no more, dude.
Is she really?
Lillian
I'm
Garcia,
not
she's
gonna
got a
lick it off of you.
podcast now, but she hasn't been around for
You
years.
can go
No.
wipe yourself off in the
Uh,
tub.
She's
have
always built for an older woman. She's taking care of her shop.
Oh yeah,
How old is Lillian?
She's got to be closer to 50.
I would. Yeah, I'd
Shit,
say
I wouldn't even think that old.
50's
Shit.
probably.
I don't
Not
know.
the way that she looks.
That's a good.
John, go look it
John.
up. Look it up for us.
John's our man behind the glass that doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
that's Luke. Luke, go Google it. Go Google it for us.
She
Even
is.
even if Luke gave us the answer, it'd take us like a solid minute and a half for us to get it anyway.
She'll be 51 this year.
Yeah, 50 on the button right now.
51.
And
Damn.
she is. She's very well kept.
Ah, for 51 years old, she doesn't look bad.
No.
I was gonna say, how old is Trish Stratus? And she's only 41.
Yeah, no. Trish is younger.
Trish is much younger.
I'm trying to find
What's
some-
your girl? How old is your girl?
Mine?
Not your girl, but fuck. God damn, who's the women's wrestler you love?
Mickey James.
Mickey James.
I think she's.
Is she
same
only
age
in her
as us.
40s too?
No, she's like 39.
37.
38. Oh, 37. Okay.
Yeah, 37. She'll be 38 in August. So
Yeah,
She's
see,
much
Luke
younger than I
just
thought she was,
Luke
too.
just gave us the answer about Lillian. It's like, sorry, Luke, you're a little late right now.
I literally come in the chat and hear stuff about ass. Yeah. That's kind of how the bottom rope goes from time to time. Last week we were searching up vibrators. This week we're talking about ass.
Mm-hmm.
I said Luke just gave us the answer about Lillian's age. I said, yeah, you're a little like Luke.
Oh yeah, Trish is still
That's what she
smoking.
looked like at 50.
Oh yeah, she's still.
That's what she looked like
Think
at
she had a little work done.
What's her?
If she did, it's not offensive amounts of work.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not the.
Did
No,
Trish actually get her breast implants removed?
Yeah.
Lillian?
Yeah, I think a while ago. When she had her kids, I think she had them removed.
Probably to breastfeed.
I didn't even notice. Damn.
I don't
Either
know if you
removed
can-
or reduced. One
I
or
would
the
assume
other.
removed. If she wanted to breastfeed,
Honey.
they can take them out. What?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, it depends on how they put them in the first place, but your mammary glands and stuff can get fucked up if you get breast implants.
Oh. I have no idea.
I guess sometimes you can, depending on how they do the surgery, you can
Yeah.
still breastfeed
Okay.
if they don't cut certain things.
Okay.
Mm.
That's interesting. That seems outside my pay
But
grade.
a lot of people get
Right.
them taken out because
It's like, oh my god, I don't think
they
about
used
that
to
part.
fill them with
They don't
basically
fill them with
toxic
silicone
shit.
anymore. It's a
No,
different.
it's saline now.
They don't use silicone at all. Silicone's illegal now. I think all it is saline and
Saline.
something else.
Yep, that's what a man. That's what a man.
The
just says,
silicone
saline.
caused there was so many. Have you ever watched? What was it called? There was a program on TV about botched plastic
Yeah.
surgeries,
Wasn't it called
and they would
that?
show all these girls that have had silicone breast implants that leaked into their bodies and started eating away parts of their chest and everything else like that.
Oh, there was one show that I watched. I think it was like 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that, where the woman
Yes.
had
I love
breast
that
implants shot in the plane, and they went
Her-
above a certain altitude, and her fucking implants exploded.
And it collapsed her
I've seen
chest.
that one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I've seen that one too. Yeah, she went. Yeah, that's that's scary as hell.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm never getting breast implants. Now my ass implants, those might
So
have
you
to
already
come out.
have boobs though, so you don't need the implants.
Fuck. And if I can just get my wife to lay off my nipples.
I was gonna say your wife likes to play with them all the time.
No,
so.
she likes to fucking come in and pinch me in my nipples.
'Cause
Because she
you
So,
says
love
like
it.
she specifically waits until you're streaming, and then that's when she does it.
well, yeah. No, she does it all the time, dude. It is not just while we're streaming. Like, she'll just be like, oh, it's supposed to do something for you. And it's like, no.
Hey, I
You
have
touching
not
my
done it for
nipples
that
does
reason
nothing
in a
for
very
me.
long time.
Like, where did you find this information?
That's what I want to know, to be honest.
Yeah, Daniel's right. He said the show is actually called Botched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
what it is. It's a show just about nothing but these horrible after effects of enhancements and augmentation. And some of them, like I said, the one that I saw was it literally the silicone ate away parts of her ribs
Ew.
and her chest and everything else like that before she finally had it removed from the doctor.
You're kidding.
And
Something,
it was
Check
just-
out those noodles.
something as crazy as
Sorry.
just it would seem very harmless. Because, silicone's in so much. And
There was one guy that used, the buffering for carpet, the fucking foam shit that they put underneath carpets.
Yeah, sure.
There was one surgeon that actually shoved that stuff into a woman's chest.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, it was one of those things I remember off the show. But they took the foam from carpeting and they put it in her chest in order to give her an augmentation. And of course, it was completely non-sterile. And it caused all these diseases and stuff to eat away at her too.
So, like one of
Just
those
brutal.
Mexican
Just some of the
things.
brutal stuff that these hacks do.
That
All right,
is
Mama
rough.
Wookie. Luke wants you to play with his nipples again.
Stop, I swear to God. What did I tell you, Chris? I told you. I'm secretly, if anybody, even if it's a mistaken, if you come up and you touch my nipples, even on accident, even if it's just like I said, your arm or your shoulder brushes up against my nipple, I am secretly planning to kill you. You won't know it till it happens. I despise my nipples being touched. I don't know why.
I just like to do it
Purple
now
nipples back
because
in the day?
you hate it.
No, you know what? That's funny is I didn't get a lot of purple nurples back in the day. I was the asshole jock that did a lot of purple nurples. And
So
I'm
how
just
does it feel
"Shit,
to have
this-
Karma come back and slap you in the
that
face?
is a
Then?
little I didn't do that many. I mean, it was a bunch of guys. We're all fucking jocks on high protein fucking diets. Slapping each other with fucking towels, snapping each other with all the towels and shit. But I never really, and then it wasn't until I met you that somebody actually touched my nipples, and I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? And I'm like, that's enough of that.
Now you know how all those people felt when you were younger, Wookie.
like I said, I didn't do it. I shouldn't say I did it often. When we would rather let Amanda
We always
pinch.
flick the pennies. We would put them in between.
I don't know. Luke just asked a good question.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather let her pinch her nipple every day for a year or name the baby Inzetta?
The baby is not being named Nzetta.
You have to answer which one.
I would rather slam my dick in a door.
No, you have to choose between the two that he gave you.
Is it like one? See, that's too many questions. That's like, because now it's like, is it one pinch per day every day for a year? Like, are these gentle pinches? Are these pinches that are gonna, fucking make me bleed? Like,
Never heard of
I
a
haven't
pinch that makes your
pinched-
nipple bleed.
dude, I got
No.
bit by a fish on my nipple.
That's
That
a
made me bleed.
bite. That is not a pinch. There's a
How did
difference.
fish bite your nipple? There's a
I
story.
don't think your
I don't
wife
know.
is pinching
I've-
your nipples with her nails, bro.
I've told this story before. And
Yeah,
so
and I think-
basically,
still
we
think
were
you're a
up
little
north
crap.
camping, up in Baraboo,
I've
Wisconsin.
seen it, but still.
You're actually, I know you guys come up this way every now and again, but Baraboo, right outside the Wisconsin Dells, like maybe 20 minutes outside the Wisconsin Dells. Holy shit, you scared the hell out of me. But like, it's just this little spring-fed pond that's in there, right? And we're swimming and doing our thing, and I'm kind of like wading in the low end, right? And
Right.
the water comes up to about my neck-ish with me sitting down. And all of a sudden, I feel something on my fucking, like, I felt like just this bad
Okay, honey, quit hitting my leg. It's
fucking, like, pinch on my nipple. Like, somebody pinched me, but there's nobody there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I stand up real quick, and it was a fish. Fucking, like, and somebody had told me, like, I guess my nipples look like corn.
You got sausage nipples?
No, I don't. They look like corn.
Sausage
They look
nipples?
like-
What the fuck?
They look like corn. We're not showing it on stream what my fucking nipples look like, women.
We're already not gonna get. We're already not advertiser friendly, man. You might as well.
I know, I'm already not advertiser
This is getting
friendly.
R-rated real quick.
I'm gonna get
Strip, baby,
you guys thought I was
strip.
gonna get copyright strike last week showing fucking vibrators on stream, and now I'm showing nipples. But like, yeah, and like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, a fucking fish bit my fucking nipple. And here comes Amanda. You didn't get bit by a fish. Nobody bit you. And then like you could look down, and I'm actually bleeding from the nipple.
tinge.
Oh.
And
Just a tinge.
well, okay, but
like-
bleeding is bleeding. Like for a fish.
He's bleeding out.
I didn't act like I was bleeding
Yes,
out. I
you
wasn't on the
did.
desert going, oh.
Your ass got out of that water so fucking quick.
Well, you get bit by a fucking fish on the nipple and see how fast you get out of the water. Knowing no one's around you. Like somebody literally just fucking came up, purple nurpled you,
fucking fish.
fucking left. And see
Oh,
how
I love
fast
it.
you go. Well, I'm out. Like,
Well,
That's-
if it would have bit off
that's
your
a-
nipple, I wouldn't have anything to pinch. So it would be win-win for you, huh?
yeah, whatever.
Wookie corn nipples.
Yeah,
I like
Hashtag.
that is.
There
Hashtag
you go.
Wookie corn
I'm
nipples.
just glad to know, because like when you and I have these arguments and Chris is like laughing in the background, he's like, I know what that's all about. I'm just glad to know other couples have these ridiculous arguments you and I have.
But are you sure that they do?
No, I'm not 100%,
I'm not
but this
either.
is why we watch Jerry Springer daily, so we can feel better about ourselves.
When was the last
Yeah,
time we ever
well,
really
it was
have
just like
watched
earlier,
Jerry
the two of
Springer?
you guys going back and forth. And I was sitting there chanting, Jerry, Jerry.
Yeah, that's the show we watch to make us feel better about our lives. We're like, well, at least we're not fucking our cousins. I guess that's good. No more fucking cousins and baby mama drama, so.
That's funny.
That's all I got for today. Chris, you got anything else?
I don't know. About Mr. Wrestling Soup over there. Does he have anything else he wants to chime in?
No, I'm good. I just wanted to jump in and since you guys were all trading horror stories, I figured.
Yeah,
I'd
and
fill
I
in.
had to hear that
Yeah.
one. There's no way.
What's
I was gonna
funny
let you
is
get
that
off.
we named this Activision Wants to Fuck You Again, but we never did talk about that. So.
Yeah, we never got around to Activision trying to screw up, get more money out of your pockets again.
Well, it was more like when you and Miss Wookie over there started going at it, and then that kind of took over the limelight
Oh.
for a while.
About women's rights. Always about women's rights.
Oh, you bring the shit up.
I don't even remember how we got on women's
I
rights.
don't either.
But guys, I will see you tomorrow. We'll probably do some Supercard tomorrow. Obviously Monday Night Raw. Check out Chris Chris over on his channel, Chris Raptor, and obviously you guys can check out Wrestling Soup.
I'm actually, if you guys want to drop me a follow, go to mixer.com/ChrisRafter or just at ChrisRafter on Twitter, which Luke already knew about that. Don't forget to shout out Mr. Wrestling Soup here too, seeing how you joined us.
Well, you cut me off. Thanks a lot,
Oh,
Rick.
wow.
But yeah, if you guys want to check out Wrestling Soup, Mish, over on Mixler, 9:30 every Thursday.
Mixler?
Mixler.
The fuck is
MIXLR. It's a live streaming podcast channel.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. Get with the times, Chris. Come on, dude.
Oh, wow. Come on. Hey, you didn't even know about Mixer until I told you so.
Yeah, I'm not a big Microsoft dude.
This guy.
I mean, I use the product.
You know what? I got into a conversation the other day. What was Microsoft's service like iTunes? What was it called? Like Stitcher and iTunes and stuff like that. Like obviously,
oh, that's a good question.
When the Windows Phone came out, they had something for a while there, and then it disappeared. For the Zoom, what was it called?
You had a Zoom. Do you remember?
I had a Zoom.
Yeah, you had a Zoom.
Is it the MP3 thing?
Yeah, your MP3 player.
Oh, there you go, Wookie. You already have a title for the show. Corn Nipples gets his Jerry beads.
I just here to get my Jerry beads.
Oh my god.
I don't remember. I don't remember what that store was called. Now it's just called the Microsoft Store.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it was called.
Okay. Trying to figure it out the other day. I'm gonna have to look back into it. But
I don't know.
Yeah, because like
Much fun.
that didn't last very long.
no, it lasted until they shut down Games for Windows Live,
Right.
and they shut down something else in favor of the Xbox cards and everything else like that.
It wasn't like Napster.
Because like there used to be like a
Napster
store
was
called
different,
Games for Windows Live where you could buy games for your PC through Windows. And I think Steam and Ubisoft and Bethesda and everybody else kind of, or not Bethesda, but Origin just beat the shit out of Microsoft, and they just eventually gave up on it. Because even today, it's kind of funny. Like if you have older Steam games that have that Windows Marketplace on there, it's a real hassle to try and play them because there is no marketplace for them to connect to.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. They did a lot of changes. I mean, then they bought Skype, and then that was integrated. So
Yeah. Alrighty, kiddies. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Mish, if I could borrow you for like 2 seconds, I have questions.
sure, man.
We're gonna get out of here. Chris, Wrestling Soup. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, they won't. I will. Bye.
Take it easy, guys.